What's going on, everybody? JT here, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon Go, and today we've got some awesome news to go over and a potential new shiny that may be coming very soon. But before we get into any of that, you might notice that I'm on top of a parking garage right now, and you may be wondering why exactly I'm here. I mean, I don't got a car, obviously, so why am I up here? Well, Spacex is going to be launching their Dragon capsule today. This is the first time Americans have left American soil to go to space since 2011 when the shuttle program was shut down, which I was actually able to see, and I was very lucky with that. But yeah, hopefully it'll go up. I'm up here because this is like the best place to actually see them in my area. I was thinking about going to Cape Canaveral, but there's a 50-50 chance that it would have got scrubbed, so decided to save some money there. And as you can tell, there are some clouds in the direction in which the rocket's supposed to go up, so fingers crossed we'll get to see it. I mean, if you look over here, it's really clear. This is what the optimal thing. We want this to happen over here, so we've still got about 20 minutes before it goes up, so fingers crossed we get to see it. And if not, oh well, but I'm pretty sure we'll be able to see at least a little bit of it. Well, I'm sad to say, couldn't see anything. As you can tell behind me, the clouds were just too thick, but no big deal. We did actually get to hear it. Like, even though we're miles away from Cape Canaveral right now, you could actually hear the rocket engine, so that was really cool. Plus, I had the live stream going a little bit as well, just to watch it alongside. But anyways, in honor of this, because I'm really excited about this, because I'm just happy that this is happening again from Florida, let's catch this Rufflet from the Go Battle League. I recently just hit rank 8. I've actually been doing some live streams on Twitch with PvP, and I've really been enjoying it. There's a lot of you guys coming in there and coaching me, and it's been a lot of fun. So let's just get our Pineapple Berry on here. Let's just catch this guy real quick, and then we're gonna evolve it into a Bravery. You see, Rufflet and Bravery are based off of the bald eagle, which is America's bird, basically. You know, it's like the national icon of our country. Why not? You know, I'm not a big patriotic guy by any means, but I think this would be kind of fun. But to be honest with you, I think that this one is a bad one. Let's just take a look at its IVs. Yeah, this one's not great. Let's evolve our best one. And that's this one right here. Let's just take a look at these IVs real quick. It is a 15, 14, 13. It's pretty solid. I believe that's like 96, 91%, whatever. Let's evolve it all the way into Bravery. Brand new Pokedex entry. Very excited about it. I actually really like Bravery. I love its shiny too. Its shiny is pretty great. It basically, instead of being red like you're about to see right now, there you go. Such a cool Pokemon. It's actually blue, and it looks really, really good. But there it is, registered to the Pokedex, our Bravery. And you know what? I'm happy that we finally got this. I've been holding off for a while for a special reason to evolve this thing, and I feel like this launch was probably one of the best ones for it. Now that we got that awesome evolution out of the way, I've got to take care of some adult stuff, you know, like get groceries, yada yada. But before I do that, we've got 7 7-kilometer eggs. I was about to say 7 9-kilometer eggs. No, 7 7-kilometer eggs. These are the final Sinnoh Event eggs, so honestly, I'm probably gonna get very disappointed by these, but who knows? This might turn out to be really good. Number 1 starts off with a shield on. I'm expecting to see a lot of those in Cranidoses, to be honest with you. Egg number 2 is Cranidos. How did I know? Oh, but this one looks pretty good at 1034. Please be good. Ooh, 15, 15, 13. I think that's actually a solid one. We'll hold on to that. Number 3, what do we got? Mantike, all right. Not overly that exciting because it can't be shiny. Number 4, what you gonna be? Another Cranidos. How did I know? Number 5, Happiny, cool. All right, number 6, please be a Gibble or something. Chingling, all right. Turns out I was wrong. There was only 6 of those 7-kilometer eggs, so whoops on that one. So yes, all of them pretty disappointing, though one of the Cranidoses was cool, so whatever. I mean, I didn't expect anything good to come out of those eggs. The rest of these eggs are 10 kilometers though, so let's hatch those and see what happens. And here is our 10-kilometer eggs. Let's see what number 1 gives us. Ooh, Litwick. I actually like that. Egg number 2. Ooh, Timber. All right, that's cool. And here's our final 10-kilometer egg. They've been good so far, and they end with a disappointing Feebas. These need to be removed from eggs. I'm sure I'm not the only one who thinks so. I'm really tired of Feebas being in 10Ks.
Many hours later.
Well, I'm sure you can tell it's not exactly the best weather out right now. We have very strong lightning and very strong rain, but I mean, that's pretty cool because we're going to be getting a very strong lightning electric Pokemon, Zekrom, very soon. In fact, we're going to be getting him on June 16th, and I'm very excited because this is the best electric type in the game. He is an electric and a dragon type as well, so if you want to battle him, you want to use your dragon types, you want to use your ground types, you want to use your ice types. Ice types are very good as well, but yeah. Very excited for it because I love Zekrom. He's one of my favorite legendaries, especially from the Black and White games, Gen 5. Zekrom is like one of my favorite, if not my favorite legendary. So very excited about that. We will also be having some legendary raid hours, remote raid hours for him on June 17th, the 24th, and July 1st as well. It doesn't say how long he's going to be around for, but I'm going to assume he's probably going to be around for at least a little bit after that. But yeah, very excited about him. Super cool. We're basically making our way to Kyurem, which is my favorite out of all of them. But anyways, guys, I need to get some groceries. I am right next to the grocery store right now, hence the murals here. I'm gonna wait for this to dissipate a little bit. We're gonna get ourselves some groceries. I'm gonna go home, and then once we're home, we'll talk about the brand new shiny that I think is coming to the game very soon. So, let me get some groceries and I'll see you at home. Alrighty, we're back home, but before we get into that little bit of news that I wanted to talk about, let's do some cooking because I haven't done this in a while, and I decided we're gonna try shrimp scampi. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. It's gonna be very basic, but I've never done it before, so we'll see how it turns out. Now, as you can see, we got the frying pan ready to go, and we also have our water right here, plus we also have the sauce. I'm basically cheating and bought some scampi sauce, but anyways, what we gotta do for this water is we gotta add some salt to it real quick. For the water, we gotta add a little bit of salt in here, not too much. I would use like a measuring device, but it's fine. We'll just get a little bit of salt in here because we want this water to be pretty salty. And once we've done with that, we got to get ourselves a little bit of a fork or a stirring device, whatever you got, and just mix it all together real quick. Now that the water is nice and bubbly, it's time to add the noodles. Now I'm going to try not to add all of them, but that's going to be really hard one-handed. In fact, yeah, that's not working out too well. In fact, actually, you know what? I think I may have pulled it off just fine. Maybe add a few more than this because it's just gonna be for me, and this box definitely feeds more than just me, so we'll add a few more in there. And now that we've added just a little bit more, we're just gonna take this and we're gonna move it around a little bit and just let it keep going until it's nice and soft, but not too soft. Obviously, we don't want to get too squishy. So the noodles have been in here for quite some time now. As you can see, when you bring them out, nice and bendy, perfectly good. I actually did try one of these earlier because I can't really do that in front of you guys when I'm recording, but it's perfect. When you bite through it, you want to make sure that there's no stiffness at all, because even though it looks bendy, sometimes it's still a little stiff, but this is perfect. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna siphon all this water out, and then we can move on to the shrimp. Now that we got all the water out of the noodles, let's move on to the frying pan here. We first gotta add a little bit of oil. Normally they want you to use olive oil, but honestly I don't have any of that, so vegetable oil will be more than enough. And then we add just a couple bits of butter to it. We want to have enough so we can smear it about, and then we're gonna throw our shrimp in. So the butter is nice and melted. We just drop in our shrimp, and then we're gonna stir it around, get it nice cooked, and then we're gonna add the sauce. Our shrimp look nice and cooked now, and now we add the sauce. Now, to be honest with you, I have no idea how much of this to add. Didn't really say on the thing, so let's just use a lot of it. Why not? Just pour it in there. Yeah, looks nice. And basically what we're gonna do is after this is nice and added in there, we're gonna stir it up, and then we're gonna add the noodles to it. Stir this nice, get it nice in there. As you can tell, it's mixing in with the butter as well. That looks really good, actually. And once we're done with this, now we just gotta grab the tongs here real quick. And then we grab our noodles and we put it in with the shrimp. And then we're just gonna mix this around and should be done relatively soon afterwards. Now that the noodles and the shrimp have been simmering in the sauce for a while, it's time to bring it into the plate. So it should be pretty simple. We're just gonna go like so and just swipe it in here. Oh man, I'm excited. This looks really, really good. And here is our final product, and my goodness, this looks really good. Now, you could add other things to this. You could add a lemon juice. A lot of people like to do that. You could also add onions. There's a lot of things you could add to it, but I just decided to go with the sauce and some shrimp and some noodles. I went with way too many noodles. I definitely should have held back a little bit. There's a lot of them here, but anyways, let's taste it out and see how good it is. Here we go. That's really good. That's really good. I definitely think I should have added maybe a little bit more salt to the noodles, but other than that, the shrimp are fantastic. The noodles are more than cooked all the way through. It's very delicious. But anyways, I'm gonna finish this real quick, and then we're gonna continue with the news. Dinner is done, and now it's time to talk about some more news. Now let's start off with something that's So disappointing. Our research breakthrough. It's going to be Trapinch. Yeah. I don't get it. I really don't know why. I mean, the past ones were a little bit lackluster, I'll give you that, but at least they were somewhat more exciting. I mean, Alolan Executor, very rare to find in the wild, and you could only get them in raids as well. That was the only other ways to get them, so hey, you get some guaranteed chances at it. Cool. Shanks, only in raids and in 10-kilometer eggs, and I think they're not even in raids at the moment, so yeah, there was really only one way to get those. Fine, you know. Trapinches are in the wild. I don't believe are hatching from eggs anymore, but they're a pretty common Pokemon, so yeah, very, very unhappy with that one specifically, not gonna lie. I really think they should have come up with something else. I mean, like, maybe Shedinja or something like that. We have the shinies of its previous forms. Why not throw that in there and possibly make it shiny? That would've been cool. We were also teased about 2 upcoming events. The Solstice theme event, which is going to be happening on June 19th, and who knows what they're going to do for that one. Maybe they'll switch Solrock and Lunatone again like they did last year, and maybe they'll do Fire and Ice types like the first time, or maybe they will do the Grass types like the second time. We're not too sure, but also there's going to be a Bug Out event on June 26th, which again means probably a brand new shiny Bug type Pokemon, which is exciting. And yeah, I mean, it'll be a fun event. I love new events because that usually means a brand new shiny being added to the game, which is something for me to hunt for, because you guys know how much I love my shinies. And speaking of shiny Pokemon, the next 4 Spotlight Hours have been announced. Now, for Tuesday, June 2nd, there's gonna be none at all. That's the day after the refresh of the servers, so I'm sure they're just trying to, you know, have some off time for that. But then, on Tuesday, June 9th, we're gonna have Patrat in the wild, which can be shiny, and that's pretty cool, I guess. You know, if you don't have one already, then it'll be great, because it evolves into Shiny Watchog. And those are both decently solid shinies. Now, during that hour-long window, every single evolution you do will give you 2 times EXP for it, so yeah, sounds like a solid time. The next one is on Tuesday, June 16th, and it's for Numel, which is very disappointing because that shiny isn't out yet. Though he does have a great shiny, as you can see here, when he evolves to Camerupt. Also just super good. I absolutely love that shiny family. Hopefully it comes out soon, but yeah. Pretty cool, and during this time, whenever you catch stuff, you get 2 times the Stardust for catching, so that's just a lot of pretty much easy catches for the dust. So it's more of a dust event than anything else. Then on June 23rd, Clefairy will be having its Spotlight Hour, and I'm really excited for this one because now, during that hour-long window, Clefairy can be found shiny in the wild, which is the first time that's been able to happen besides the one time they mistakenly did that at Go Fest last year. But yeah, that's super cool because now you don't have to hatch a shiny Igglybuff. Now you can just find a Clefairy. Though they are kind of rare here in Florida, it's still cool that shiny Clefairy is going to be out there now. Plus, its evolved form Clefable is really good in PvP. A lot of people have been using it. It's got Charm, it's got Meteor Mash, it's got Psychic, all very solid moves for PvP, and you might be able to find a shiny one in the wild that has the perfect PvP IVs, because again, you had to hatch them before. And when you hatch them, they do not usually have optimal PvP IVs, so this is going to be a fun Spotlight Hour. I'm actually more excited for this one than any of the other ones. And finally, on June 30th, KRICKETOT will be the Spotlight Hour Pokemon, which isn't overly that exciting because, again, it can't be a shiny, though during that time, it gets twice the amount of candies for catching any Pokemon, but it'll be a ton of KRICKETOTs, so basically you're getting 2 times KRICKETOT candy. But the one thing that makes me think that this is good is because June 26th is the Bug Out event, and maybe KRICKETOT will be the shiny that they introduce because it is a bug type. I can see it happening, and it has a pretty solid shiny. I mean, it turns from red to orange, but, you know, when it evolves to Kricketune, also has a really good shiny. So, yeah, I'm thinking, fingers crossed I'm right on this one, that this will be what's gonna happen. That we're gonna have a brand new shiny that's introduced and then thrown out as the Spotlight Hour Pokemon. But I could also be entirely wrong as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, though. And that's all we really have for the news. I am pretty excited by some of the stuff that we've read. Again, Zekrom is really cool, shiny Clefairy in the wild is pretty cool, but then there's some disappointing things like Trapinch being the research breakthrough Pokemon. I really think that that should be reserved for really hard to get Pokemon or even legendaries at that point, but yeah, I mean, next month is going to be fun. We also got that special Challenge 2020 thing that's coming out very soon, so next month should be good. Today's positive comment shout-out goes to Taylor Lane. Caught my shiny Glameow this morning at 4:30 a.m. Determination. Heck yeah, Taylor, that's amazing. Honestly, that's probably one of the best things is, like, if you ever have to wake up early or whatever, or maybe it's for the bathroom or whatever, and then you get a shiny, it definitely, like, makes you feel better, because usually when you wake up, you're really groggy and tired. It's so cool. It definitely refreshes you, get that adrenaline running. It's a great feeling. Congratulations. And with all that being said, this is the end of the video. And if you've enjoyed it, and I really hope you have, please smash that like button for me. Show me some love. Subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon so you know when I upload, and also comment down below. Do you think I'm right? Do you think Shiny KRICKETOT's coming? Are you excited for any of the Spotlight Hours or Zekrom or anything like that? Please let me know in the comments down below. And if you really love my content and you want to help the channel grow some more, links to my Patreon are in the description box below. But with that being said, this is the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one.